Oh, I'm sore. But today we're going to just go live for a little bit. Seems to be a pretty popular thing. People like to see the live videos of practice. Working on certain things. Those who tuned into the last couple of live videos saw I changed from 5 to 4 steps. Just trying to slow everything down, make it simplify things more or less, get rid of an extra step and get some steepness out of my swing. My swing gets super high and comes straight down, so I need to get it to be a little bit lower and get everything to smooth out just a pinch. So we're going to do some modified 4-step drills. Dropping my right foot back helps me feel like I can then put pressure on the left foot to get me going. Then it feels like when I drop my right foot back, I can, it's almost like I'm taking 5 steps still, but I'm really not, because that foot is stationary. So with the 5 steps, it's usually start, go, and you feel that pressure on the left leg a little bit beforehand. So when I start with 4 steps, I'm going to put my foot back a little bit, and it seems to be really helping me feel more comfortable and more in time. So I can put the weight back on my right leg, and then as I transfer forward, I can put it on the left foot, make it almost feel like it's actually an extra step, make it feel like it's a first step, but it's not. So I transfer forward into the first step and then go into it. So it makes me a little bit more comfortable. Let's see if we got anybody watching yet. Well, we got some folks on. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. I got the mic on again, so if you can't hear me, let me know. I guess if you can't hear me, you're not going to be able to let me know because you don't know I'm asking for you to let me know. But all right. So modified 4-step drill. If you watch some of the videos that I did on the Bowler X channel, modified 4-step drill is basically taking a 4-step. We're putting our left arm out in front with the thumb down. The idea is to quiet down the left arm, not let the left arm come back behind and swing everything open, and to be able to free up your right arm and not use your shoulder so much. So by starting up here, you're not going to let it drop in here and engage muscle. You're going to keep it down and you're going to keep the muscle out of the swing. And we're going to try to just stay nice and free. Straight angles through the front, just to keep everything in line. Like I told you before, right foot's going to stay back some. Then I'm going to transfer to the left foot and go. But this is just a little practice session I'm doing before I get ready to do videos. Actually, one of the videos is going to be on this bowling ball I'm throwing right now. This is a melee jab special edition, just drilled. Between this and a Phantom, we'll be doing those 2 videos today. Next week, we will start posting the bowling combat videos on the Bowler X channel. So if you're not a subscriber on the Bowler X channel, make sure to head over to Bowler X and subscribe over there to see those videos. I'll be posting them over on my channel as well, but they're going to start on Bowler X. Transfer back, forward. Nice and straight angle. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I did this for about an hour on Saturday. I came in, normally an off day to not practice on a Saturday, but because I started this whole new 4-step thing, I really, it's starting to feel good, and I'm getting excited about it because it's something new. It's something more that I can learn. And the more I can learn, and the more I am learning, it keeps me engaged, it keeps me positive, it keeps me, that momentum, that confidence, that drive to keep going. So as of right now, I feel like things are getting better and better. I'm going to keep doing this. Try to square it up even a little bit more. Basically just taking hand out of the ball completely, just letting it just roll up in front of me. This is also a good tool for, closing your angles down, and playing this right here is good for getting ready to bowl on tough stuff. Keeping your angles in front of you, not letting anything get out of control. People who are getting ready for the US Open, this is kind of what they'll be doing. They'll be bowling, just trying to keep their angles straight, trying to be as prepared as possible going into the US Open because they make them tough. Let's try that again. Now you can play around with this a little bit. I'm gonna try and tweak my hand position a little bit here, see if I can't get it to go through the pins just for fun. Oh, and I whipped it right. Yeah, that was close. Yeah, don't do that. That is not good. Not good at all. All right, what we got? Any comments? Loud and clear, good. Yeah, I think I'm switching. I don't know that it's going to be permanent, but I think right now it's the best thing for me. I'm switching to, I'm going to 4-step to try and eliminate some movement, try and simplify things a little bit, try and make it to where less time to do something wrong. Anybody that's watched me throughout the years knows there's a loop in the top of my swing where I'll get to the top, I'll go this way, I'll open up, and then for some reason I close back down to the right, and then I loop it back inside to come inside out. So it's that motion of going this way and then down that I want to eliminate. I just want it to go up and then back down and in. That's it. So the 4-step actually, it brings my swing down a pinch naturally because I don't have that extra step to get the swing up as high. I'm trying doing a normal 4-step approach here. So it doesn't allow my swing to get as high. Now it's not much, it's maybe 3 or 4 inches different, but that's more than enough just to change the feel that I have, change my own feel, and get everything back in line. So simplifying is sometimes a good thing. Try not to do too many things. The more you do, the more you can do wrong. Still feels a little awkward, but it's better. It's a whole lot better than what it was. Because then you can, once you get more comfortable, which is what I did Saturday, I got a little bit more comfortable and started testing myself, seeing if I could hit angles that I wanted to hit. So try to get this to go straight up 13. So 13 and 7 is 20. So I got to slide at 20-ish to get the ball to hit 13 and stay up 13. That's awful. Just awful. But that's why we practice. Let's try that again. By the end of Saturday, I did feel like I could throw it pretty much wherever I wanted. I had the ability to do whatever I wanted with the ball, so that was nice to see. That's better. That is better. It'll be tough to get anything to go through the pins trying to play that angle with a ball like this. I did drill this ball to go fairly straight, so it's doing exactly what I want. Be much better when they're fresh back in. This is a little beat up. It's got some games on it. Pattern, that is. So from there, see if you can get it to tip a little bit more down lane. That's a better shot. Got that one to pick up just a pinch sooner. So if I were to replay those back to back, they wouldn't have looked that different on the lane, but you would notice a little bit of a difference, you know, obviously how it reads the lane. What we got here? I've been doing this 4-step approach upon your recommendation through our lessons and have raised my average 20 pins. Quickly, how can I speed my tempo up with the 4-step approach? So that's great, that's awesome. Speeding tempo up is all about your footwork, just speeding your feet up. So you've just got to get everything going a little bit quicker. So I'll try to do an example here. If that was my normal, I'll do a normal approach here, okay? Normal approach at my normal tempo. You can kind of watch it. I'll try to count it out loud so you can hear. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's my tempo there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a normal standard tempo for me. That was a decent shot. wasn't awful. So now I need to, if I want to slow that down, or for your sake, you're saying you want to speed it up, we need to speed it all up, which means everything stays the same, except everything goes faster. So your push away is at the same time, but your steps have to be quicker. So if I look up here, this shows, I don't know if this is working. It says 15.3. I don't know if that's working right now or not, but we'll try. We'll look at it again, see if it changes, you'll see. So now all I'm gonna do is I'll back up maybe 6 inches just to give myself a little room, because I'm gonna speed my steps up. See, that ball's quite a bit quicker. That was more like 1, 2, 3, 4, getting there. Yeah, so the speed thing's not working, but you can see the difference there. 1, 2, 3, 4 as opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I want to slow down from there, you literally just slow your feet down. So actually, instead of moving back, now I'm going to move up even further. Move up a little bit more. Take shorter, slower steps. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. At least that's the goal. That's much slower. So usually the mistake most people make with tempo, with speeding up and slowing down, is they try to do it with their arm. They try to throw the ball faster instead of using your legs. Everything comes from your legs. And this actually worked out really well. That was pretty much a perfect example there. Normal tempo hit the pocket, fast tempo bucketed, it hit light. The slow tempo went through the face on 3 pretty close shots. I mean, they probably weren't perfect, but they were close. All right, so we talked about the rule of 7 last time, so let's try and implement it a little bit. Let's try and go like 15 to 10. So 15 to 10, if I start on 15, I gotta move my feet 7 left. That puts me on 22, and I need it to travel 5 boards to the right. So I gotta move half that distance to the left. So I gotta move 2.5 to the left. So I would be on 24.5. That's where I need to slide. And I've been walking fairly straight, so I'm gonna stay right there. Try to hit 15, see if it gets to 10. Call it good. You just gotta get it close. It's pretty close. It's not bad. Slid pretty much right where I wanted. Ball hit maybe just inside of 15, got to about 10, 10.5, 11. Again, we're not trying to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. No matter what the pattern is, you really don't have to be perfect. If fundamentals are good, you're gonna get there. Because you gotta think the pocket's not 1 board wide. The pocket's a few boards, so you have room for error to get to the pocket. Sometimes not always to carry, but getting to the pocket keeps you out of trouble. And if they're super tough to where you only have, those 2 or 3 boards to get there, just getting there is a accomplishment in itself. Let's try that again. Try to speed that one up a little bit. I double dribbled it and it hooked a little early, so we're gonna try again. And I missed right. And pay the price. Now that just made me look like a fool because I said all you gotta do is get to the pocket, and sometimes that happens. And that's okay. I mean, it's part of the game. You eliminate that by just not missing right. Although that is a pretty tough break. I haven't really tried shooting spares 4-step yet, so let's give it a go. See what happens. See if we can get this one to bounce a little bit. Oh, come on, baby, get some. Oh, that's perfect timing for the camera. Perfect timing. Everybody gets to witness that. That's pretty amazing right there. Oh. That's impressive. My first attempt shooting a spare with 4 steps, I happen to make the 710. Yeah, right? I should have him back there. Oh, what do we got here? We got comments. JR is okay to play the area if not accurate in hitting the right board. You'll have to reword that. I'm not sure what you mean. All right, that was pretty awesome. This is definitely going viral because I'm sharing the crap out of that. That's impressive. All right, let's make a better shot. Back to work. Oh, where was I standing? 24.5. So you got me all flustered now. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. A little elbowy. This is where practice comes into play because now, and this is one reason why I like going live. My reasoning for going live is to put a little bit of pressure on myself for situations like that. I elbowed it a little bit because I want to make sure I make a good shot in front of the camera. I don't want to look like a fool throwing it all over the place. So a little added pressure helps. So I'm going to be going live more often on practice so that way I can do those things. You know, I haven't been competing a ton, so I got to get more. I got to find a way to implement pressure on myself as much as possible. We'll go 2 and 1 left. Try to soften up just a little. Speed, I mean, soften speed. That's pretty good. Rolling, can't do it. All right, well, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of an inside look. Since you're here watching live, I'm gonna switch to the Phantom. Phantom is a little bit stronger down lane. So, it should be a couple boards stronger at least. So I'm gonna try and go a few more left, which would be 4 and 2 total from the melee. 17 in the front-ish. That's way left. Oh, that was awful. That was missed left off my hand right into the soup. Give that one a go again. All right, stand taller. Be aggressive. It's better. Must be quite a few games on this pair. Because when I was throwing it the other day, this Phantom hooked quite a bit more than the melee. And I mean, love it. Absolutely love this ball. Try to get my hand around it a little bit. See if that helps. That was pretty sick. That was pretty good right there. I like that. That ball is something special. I've done a lot of good things with this ball so far in practice. All right, let's go back a little bit. Currently use four-step approach, but I have a tendency to drift right before I release the ball. Do you drift right or do you slide right? If you slide right, I'm okay with that. But if you're walking back to the right, that's not a good thing. Nah, Jim, I wouldn't say it's hard to convert from five-step to four-step, but it's just different. It's a different beast to tackle. I mean, they're basically the same approach. You're just eliminating that first step that is basically pointless. So I wouldn't say it's hard to do. It's just, it's different. The rule of seven. What was the rule of seven you stated? So the rule of seven, so let's go over that again. The rule of seven is based on the center of your face to your shoulder, approximately, there's about 7 boards from there. So if I wanted to line up to throw the ball straight up 10, I have to slide at least 7 boards left of 10 to be able to hit 10 and keep it straight up 10. Now it's going to be a little bit different for everybody. You know, some people it's going to be 6, some people it's going to be 8, some people it might be 10. You never know. And it's going to be real different depending on how much you walk left or right. If you drift left or right, then you have to account for that as well. I walk fairly straight, so I would actually slide, I would stand straight on 17 to try to hit 10. But then if I want to go, let's say 10 to 5, now I got to move my feet left and still hit 10 to get it to go to 5. But how much do we move? For every board you move your feet to the left, the ball is going to travel 2 to the right. So the rule is that you count how many boards you want it to go to the right, and then you cut it in half, and you move that distance to the left. So 10 to 5 is 5 boards difference, so you would move 2.5 boards. And a lot of times I just recommend rounding up, just round up to 3 boards and move there. Half board adjustments are, most people can't see or feel them, so it's up to you how you want to do it, but that's approximately how you handle that rule and take care of it, at least to get your angles going in the right direction. Now we can talk about visualizing, you know, your shot, seeing it going towards a certain pin, down lane, seeing your break point first, drawing it back, doing all those different things. It's all up to you how you want to do it. I always recommend visualizing it first. So for example, okay, I want it to go, all right, I'm going to line up and I'm going to try to get it to go 17 to 10. So I'm going to start with my foot on 17 and I'm going to move 7 left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 24, okay? And then I have to figure out how many farther right I need it to go. From 17 to 10, that's 7 boards, so I have to move half that distance left. So I have to go 3.5 left. 1, 2, 3.5. I'm gonna round up to 4, so I'm gonna be standing on 28. If I slide on 28 and I hit 17, it's gonna get to about 10 down lane, okay? Now that doesn't mean it's gonna start hooking at 10. It could go further, but that's about where it's gonna be. So I'm gonna start here. I'm going to try to hit 17 and see if it gets to about 10. That's way left. So it wasn't quite right, but you get the idea. So you have to adjust it based on yourself. So if I'm standing there, if I got to stand on 28, let's say I walk 3 to the left, that means I have to adjust for how much I walk to the left, and I have to start 3 further to the right. So I would be starting on 25 instead of 28, you know, something like that. All right, let's try that shot again. Oh my goodness gracious. This is why I'm practicing this, because I'm still not quite right. All right. Awful, awful, awful. Do it again. This one will be good. Nope. Shutting it down. So now this is where I got to decide. All right, so I've made 3 or 4 attempts at this. The 2 that were okay in the front didn't get there. So am I Is the ball hooking sooner? Is it hooking early and not allowing it to get there? Or what's the deal here? So you got to make a decision. For me, I feel like I think it's hooking a little soon. So I'm gonna go one more left of where I was. See if I can't do it again. There we go. There we go. That's a better shot. Not the results we're looking for, but you can see the shot there at least. But again, we're practicing, so results aren't exactly, end results aren't what we're going for. I'm just working on physical things. But if I were to throw that shot again, I would just slow it down. Make that one board move left, like I did. Slow my tempo down. See if it'll go through the pins. Yeah, that was better. So that was good. All right, you guys are chatting back and forth in there. I'll let you go. Chat on there all you want. Stay live for a little bit more. Just throw some shots. At least I feel like my balance is better. That's one bonus. I might have to delay this ball video. I might actually do it tomorrow when they run the lanes. Because this ball looks way worse than what it is right now. But the good news is at least my balance is getting better. I got myself on camera a little bit with straight back and forth. You're not going to be able to see from here because of how I have the camera angled to the right so you guys can see the shots. But the swing is in much better alignment. I don't have that little bit of a loop anymore. It stays. My focus is to make sure when I get to the top that I don't pull it down, because when I pull it, that's when my shoulder closes and you'll see that motion go to the right. So as soon as it gets to the top, I just let it fall back into that slot and I'm in good shape. So I'm gonna go back to practicing super straight angles because that's what can really fix your swing. Just making sure you're trying to play straight up the lane. If you're ever struggling and you feel like you're throwing it all over the place, go practice playing straight. Get your angles straight. Because I would imagine at some point your swing is a little bit messed up. You're doing something different, which is causing you to miss left and right. So practice trying to play straight up the lane. Use the rule of 7, like I said, and try to go straight up a certain board. So even if like you're on a league pattern and you can't play straight up like 10 because it's so dry, try to play like straight up 15. So you would try to slide at like 22, and try to hit 15 and make it go straight at the pocket, just as straight as you possibly can. Oh, just don't do that. I hung up a little bit. That was weird. Well, I guess this is a good time to shoot spare number 2. See if I can make a washout. I don't know where to look. Let's go here. It's pretty good. All right, 2 for 2. Made a washout and the 710. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. All right, let's try that again. Straight angles. Get your game in line. It's better. Drop 10, no big deal. It's all right. Not worried about how many pins I knock down. Just want it to go in the right direction. I want it to feel good, feel comfortable. Keep the angle shut down. Do it again. That's really good. So that one for me, I over-exaggerated the thought of not pulling it down from the top. And you can see how smooth everything got at the bottom. It just went straight through the front part of the lane. Let's try again. That's pretty good again. Balance is solid. Folks, I would say with the help of Mason Brantley and MRB Classic Pro Shop, we've made the right change. Made the right thing, the right move to build A, my confidence, B, to fix a little problem that I had, and C, everything else. We'll just throw that out. It's nice to have a second set of eyes of somebody who can recommend, like, hey, this is what you need to do. And that's why I offer my virtual lesson service. You know, you could always send me a video and I can give you a second set of eyes and say, hey, this is what I see, this is what I think you need to fix, and here's how to fix it. You know, I can't do that for myself because it's pretty much impossible to coach yourself. So it's nice to have a second set of eyes for somebody, from somebody else who can see what's going on. And see, that one I shut down a little bit. And I even slid a board further left. So my body, that's what they call that foul line adjustment. When you slide, or when you know, your body knows when you're going to be out of alignment. And so it tries to adjust. So I shut it down, knowing that I was a board too far left, and that if I didn't shut it down, it was going to go to the right, and I might have washed out 2-8-10 or something. So that's actually a good sign when that happens. And that usually doesn't happen unless you're, you know, in decent shape practice-wise, and you've been bowling a little bit. Your body gets used to the tendencies. So now that tells me my body's getting used to this 4-step approach, and it's trying to make the adjustments for when it knows I'm going to make a bad shot. You can't always do it, but when it starts to happen more frequently, that's a good sign. All right. I think I'm done, or at least done with the live stream. I'm gonna let you guys go. Holy cow, 35 minutes already? Yeah. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll let you guys see Let me take a look at some of these questions here real quick. Have I ever bowled on Taj Mahal? I'm sure I have, but I wouldn't be able to know for sure without seeing the pattern or something. Hi from Korea. Well, hello over there in Korea. Thanks for joining us. I like live practice. That's good. I appreciate that. Hopefully stuff like this. That's because you're rapping. I don't know who that's to. Oh, that's what you guys were talking back and forth. Okay. Well, anyway, I'll go back through and check these comments out. I don't know that I can reply to them all, but appreciate you guys coming through. Maybe I'll go live each day I practice so you guys can pay attention and see what's going on. But anyway, that's all I got for you today. Hope you guys watched and enjoyed. I'm going to repost that 710 conversion because that was pretty sweet. I'll make a new video out of that. So I'll see you guys later.